Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Brummie Koi Pond.
As you can see, sides of the pond needs repainting, so I need to get all these boards off, give them a good clean down and repaint. You can see here that a lot of the paint's peeling off, so that's a job when the weather warms up a little bit. So we've started the clean down of the decking boards around the pond. As you can see, I've taken a number of boards off. They're about to be jet washed and then repainted and then refitted. As you can see, this is just some of the boards that have been jet washed off, ready for repainting. Here are the rest of the boards that have been jet washed off and ready to be painted. So they're just drying in the sun, as it's a beautiful, glorious sunny day here in Birmingham.
The pond is now back together. As you can see, the boards are looking a lot better. This is only a temporary thing, because next year I'm hoping to change this to some sort of slate, but as you can see, it's all been painted now and looking far better than it did before. You can see there the side of the pond, whether you can actually tell or not, I've actually painted that a slightly different grey, so it matches the bay window on the house. Water's looking crystal clear. Quick look at the temperature there, you can see just around about 11 degrees. So warming up nicely. More than happy with the fish, looking very nice, pond looking good.
So I got asked by one of my subscribers how I control my Cyclone filter and get it to do all its cleaning automatically. So I thought let's do a little segment on it and go a little bit in depth on the controls of the Cyclone filter. For those of you that do any kind of smart home controlling, you'll understand or may already know what a sun off is. But basically it's a smart switch that you can control from your phone, or you can control via Amazon. You know, there's various things you can do with it. You can switch things on, you can switch things off, you can put timers on them. So I decided to use this four-way switch to control the Cyclone filter. So what does it do? Oh, it turns on the air, this air pump connected through to this. There's a pump in this chamber which is connected up to the Cyclone filter down here and at the bottom there, which pumps obviously the water up into the Cyclone filter, and it also connects up to the solenoid valve. So with a bit of cleverness you can get it to do what you want it to do when you want it to do it. If I ask the Amazon device, I won't say a name because it'll start acting up, but if I ask the Amazon device to clean the Cyclone filter, what you will see is the lights on this sun off switch going on and off with time delays. to make sure things happen when they should happen. So let's see what happens. Alexa, clean the Cyclone filter. So as you can see now, it's just switched off that one light, which is the pump feeding the Cyclone filter. Now what you can see is the air pumps come on. So if I go over here, you can see the air's turning. So now within the app, I've put a 60-second delay at the moment, so it churns the media up for us for 60 seconds. So after 60 seconds, you'll see another light switch on, and that is the opening of the solenoid valve, which will allow the water to drain out to waste. And then what it does is it closes the solenoid valve, switches the pump back on, fills back up, and then goes through a second cleaning cycle. And once it's finished that second cleaning cycle, basically it goes back into normal operation. So it'll switch the air off, it'll close the solenoid valve, it'll switch the pump back on, and it'll carry on as it was before. So we'll just hang around and wait, and we should see another light automatically come on shortly. There we go, that's the solenoid valve, as you can hear it. So obviously we'll follow it down, and we can now see that the water is coming out of the pipe, the dirty water, and we'll see if we go back to the Cyclone filter that it's emptying out. So that'll empty all the way down to waste. We can just see the water dropping down, hopefully there. And what happens is now the solenoid valve is closed, the pumps come back on, and we're starting to fill back up for the second cleaning cycle. And what it'll do is it'll get so far up, and we'll go back over here, and we should see the lights swap over again. The pump should switch off, the solenoid valve should open back up again. There we go, and it's now on its second cleaning cycle, down to waste. As you can see there, just draining down now. Giving it a good churn up, a good clean, and then what we'll see, we'll go back to this, and all of a sudden you'll see the top two lights will switch off, and there you go, and the bottom light's back on, which means the solenoid valve is closed, the air pump is switched off, and the water pump is now back on, and you'll see that the Cyclone filter is again filling back up. All the way to the top, and then back into normal operation. And that basically is how I control my Cyclone filter.
We'll now do a walkthrough of the app that I use to control Cyclone filter cleaning. As you can see, there's quite a few things that I do with this app, but this is the Cyclone filter cleaning part of it, and you can see there's many steps to doing this, and we'll have just a quick, more in-depth look at what this does. So I'll scroll back to the top, and we start off there with the first one, which is basically turning off the pump feed to the Cyclone filter. Then it waits 5 seconds, then it turns on the air pump, and that will then wait for 60 seconds while it circulates and churns up the media, as you saw earlier in the video. It then opens up the solenoid valve, empties out, then it does waits 30 seconds while that's emptying, and then puts the pump back on and closes the solenoid valve. That fills up for 25 seconds and then empties again. Well, here we are at the end of the video. If you like the video, please like it. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Bye for now.